Hey guys, TechNivers here. I was actually in the middle of printing some Christmas ornaments. I'm making a video to show you how to make some last minute impromptu customizable Christmas ornaments using only MatterControl and nothing else. But I decided that there were some tips in here that were good all year round. So we are going to just show you a couple of them real quick. One of the things that you are going to want to come familiar with is the subtraction feature here. Now, most slicers have some sort of combination or subtraction feature. This one is just really simple to use. Basically, I have two shapes here. I'm going to select them both. Once they're both selected, I'm given options up here. And the one I'm going to use is the subtract option. So we'll click on that. And I'm going to go ahead and subtract the cylinder from the cube. And we'll hit update. And then you can see when I click out of it, it has removed it and redone our geometry. If I click the square, you can still see it here, so I can manipulate it. And we can actually do it the other way around as well. So that gives us that little opening there. That's a pretty nifty trick. The other options you have here, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the subtract so I still have two models. Easy to fix. A lot like Tinkercad and things like that. So let's try subtract and replace. And hit update. And now I have melded them together. Still two pieces, but part fitting is what that's basically what that's used for. So we'll go ahead and get that off of there. Select them both again. We can combine them. That's a pretty simple Boolean operation. It just makes one model. In order to undo that, you can either click the X again, or you can hit Control Z. That works as well. What if we want to take this object and put some text on it? Well, it's fairly easy to do. We're going to go to the top here. We can select our text. You can change the text input here. Or here, excuse me. So I was doing Merry Christmas, things like that. The cool thing about this is they have a fair amount of different fonts in here to choose from. That one looks pretty good. In fact, I have a little more room now. I'm going to type that out right. And it's that simple. The other cool thing when you're making something like this, or if you're making a ornament or a name tag or something, is that you can, again, select them both, go to subtract, and subtract the text. And then instead of having it raised up like this, when this bar gets across here, when it's done and complete, it will leave us with the text indented into the material. So that looks pretty cool as well. It's about halfway done. It's going to keep dinking around for a minute. And there we have it. A nice little block that simply says Merry Christmas. Now, like I said, it's easy enough to undo this. I can undo that, click the text, and I can easily change it again. And let's see what other fonts they have, just since we're checking it out. Ooh, not bad. That's kind of cool. A lot of different options in here for... Ooh, that's very Christmassy. I should have used that one. That one's not bad. And of course, you can change the height, which is actually how far out the text sticks. So if I go to 2, it is a lot lower. You can use that to dial in how much you sink it into the print or how far you have it stick out. And this is great for doing trophies. If you have a trophy that you do several copies of and you want to customize them, put names or dates or tournament listings or anything like that. So, and I know we covered this once before, but I'm going to do this one more time here. So basically, this thing here is great for logos. So you can put any picture you want in here. And there you go. You could also make this cutout if you want, or you can in fact take it and combine it into one piece. And this is actually a good way to make a stamp. So now I can print this out. That'll be my top surface. I can dip it in ink and stamp it on other things as well. So a few cool tricks to do with MatterControl. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. We will do some more playing around with this slicer because we haven't even gotten into this part up here where you can get all sorts of stuff. So stay tuned. As always, this channel is brought to you by these fine Patreon supporters. If you'd like to support the channel on Patreon, head over to www.patreon.com/technivorous. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this video. As always, thank you. I'll put a video up right here that you can check out for more of our stuff. And if you're still here and you haven't already, why don't you click right here and subscribe to the channel.